How's morale down there?
Not great.
Morale's not great? Why? You're almost done, Holden.
Alright.
This video is sponsored by Teemu. There'll be more on that later. Well, good morning, guys. We're back at the spider hole today, and I think I have a solution. I've been reading a lot of your comments, and I've been taking a lot of consideration in actually repairing this. We're late in the season now, and hopefully it's dried up a little bit. Maybe the water table's down a little lower, so I can actually work on it now. I think the primary problem with this was that there was a void between the wall and the dirt, allowing the water to cascade down the dirt, eroding the soil, and creating kind of like a cascading effect, and it just basically made too much material hit up against that wall, and it forced it to collapse. So the plan today is to rectify that one wall that's kind of blown out, and see if we can kind of mitigate future problems by creating either a sinkhole or either a drainage ditch to that direction, because we are on the very top of the property. There is no reason why there should be any water collecting here. So I'm going to try to fix that today. So first, let's have a look inside here. I've got to open this guy up just to see what's inside in order to assess the problem. We did have a heck of a rain last night. I'm hoping that didn't, you know, stifle my plans. But we're gonna take a look inside to see how it is. We got a tree that actually fell on top of the spider hole. It doesn't appear as though it's collapsed anything. On my access hole is right there. It's fine. You know, it's actually gone straight across the top of it, and the top is still there, so hopefully that didn't punch out anything. Let's have a look. Well, I'm not going to go down the spider hole through its actual hatch. I'm going to go through the side where the ventilation hatch is, just to give you an idea of what this looks like. You can see that the ventilation shaft is crushed. I've got all my communication wires, my cell booster. Oh, there's my cell booster. You can see my cell booster cable is there. That was on top before. That goes down the shaft. That's my that's my HDMI cable. That was a video surveillance cable. There appears to be some sort of mushrooms growing down here. Perhaps it is wet down there. All right, you guys are coming down with me. Hopefully this isn't the last entry into this vlog. All right. Well, it's significantly cooler down here. Can you guys see that? Can you see down in there? You can see this is our wall. This is where our support blew out the side. It's still solid there. I need some light. You can see our side wall. I'm actually, you can see I'm underneath the trees at this point. Let's see here. Okay, we are dry all the way down to the bottom. It looks like it's dry. My water, I think the water table is down real low, and it doesn't appear as though there's that much. Doesn't appear there's any mold actually. Let me get down there. See the ventilation shaft right there. You can see behind the wall over here hasn't eroded any, and here is dry. So I think if I can keep the water away, we've added plastic, kind of a stopgap, maybe a giant layer of plastic on top, just to kind of keep the water away from the hole from the top side. That might help us out quite a bit. And yeah, let's see if I can get in there. All right, got my trusty light on my phone. I'm gonna crawl through this little crack here. It looks okay. Oh, there's water dripping from the ceiling. That's probably just from the condensation, the ventilation that just isn't occurring right now. It's like a door. Don't fall. Okay. All right, I'll get you guys to come around here. Okay, ready? All right. Okay. All right, we're inside. Can you guys see anything? I need my light. Where's my light? Okay. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see anything. I'm gonna try to show you best I can how this is situated. You can see the floor. The floor of the water table's down low. You can still see there's like fresh water coming in here. But although it's dried up, just got that mud clay layer. It looks like the walls are actually pretty good shape. There's a heck of a lot of little bugs down here, mosquitoes and stuff. You can see my bungee cord sitting over there. I guess the water was up above the table. You can kind of see the water line on the TV. Something was down there eating it. It looks like high water table right there, right at the top of the TV. So if I actually make this, if I make the actual ceiling or the floor that level, we won't have any flooding because that's our high water table. And then you can see our shaft. Our shaft is looking a little worse for wear. I see the sides blown out. I put these side pieces in, so I think our shaft, in order to get into the spider hole, needs a little bit of repair. I don't find that that secure or safe. I don't think I'm gonna play with that. You can see our new one over there. Looks like it's fine. It's just here. I think if we can get the water to kind of run out of here, we'll be in better shape. This is either a lot of hand digging or something else. You see my water jug is still there. It's still got water in it. And the bed is, well, the bed's right here. It's underneath this big mound of dirt. But the ceiling is still intact. You can see my lights are dripping. But that's just, should I downplay that a little bit? That the reason why it's so wet is because the temperature differential. So what's happening is really warm air is rushing down here because there's a giant gaping wound in the one side, causing the condensation to form. If we were to seal it up like a root cellar is, you won't have that temperature differential. You won't have hot water or hot air running through here to cause the condensation, because of our ventilation access over there, which is drawing in fresh air from the giant crack in there, causing all this condensation to form. And if you look at our walls, we don't have any mold. Well, we have a little bit of mold, but we don't have a lot of mold. So I think we can save this thing. I think with your help, we can save the spider hole. I'm going to work on getting that a little bit more exposed and try to have the side wall a little bit better, so we can actually take a look at fixing that. Probably excavating all this stuff out. All right, let's get started. All right, first I guess order of business is I got to get the heck out of this hole. You can see the wall is is our middle support. Our middle support, which is not there anymore, caused the wall to cave in. So let's get out of here before this stuff caves in a little bit more. Managed to get myself out, so you can see how big the chasm. Chasm? That's a word, right? All right, we're back out. All right. All right, back into the hole. Hey guys, I'm taking a little bit of this rain delay to give you guys insight on one of the newest online marketplaces, which is Teemu. Have you guys heard of it? It's a place where you can get really cool stuff at a significant saving. I've got quite the haul, and I'm going to show you what I got. Odds and sods, kind of the stuff that you kind of need when you're doing stuff. So I got a bunch of hose clamps. Can you guys see that? If you were to buy these at a regular big box store, sometimes they're like $2 a piece. I've got, what is it, like a 50 pack or something like that. Hose clamp kit was $16, which is crazy deal for that many stainless steel hose clamps. The link will be in the description below on every item that I have purchased. The other thing I bought was some shrink wrap wire connectors. So if you ever do some low voltage wire and you want to shrink wrap it, I got 2 because they were so crazy inexpensive. I'm just checking on my price here. That was cheap. 50-piece tiny drill bit set. There's 50 little tiny things. I always end up breaking them, so it's good to have them. These guys are like $5, which is crazy cheap for that sort of thing. And let's see if we can open them. They're all packaged in little bags so you can find them. Those are tiny anyways. Excellent price for 50 of them. The other thing, I got socket adapters. I'm always losing these things. They tend to run away on me, but like a 3-piece set, you got the 1/4 inch, the 3/8 inch, the 1/2 inch set of these guys. These are the socket, these are impact ready. Look at the price on those guys, $12. Was it? No, it wasn't even 12 bucks. It was cheaper than that. I've always wanted these things, which was the angle grinder cheese grater. And what that allows you to do is carve wood. You always want to use, so what you do is you put it on your angle grinder, you tighten it up. And what it allows you to do is actually take off a lot of material in a hurry. It's like a cheese grater for your grinding wheel. I recommend using the handle to ensure you have full control of it. That was a 3-piece set. I've got all 3 of them in here, and it was $22 for it. They even give you a little adapter, washer if you have a different size grinder. Wood carving, so that's the flat. This is the extremely rounded one, and this is the not so extremely rounded one on there. I'll give you a little bit of a demonstration on how it works in a moment after I show you the rest of my haul. I got this because, have you ever seen these things advertised? They're actually quite expensive, but on sale at Teemu, $11.72. I ended up getting 2 of them because I was thinking, you know what? I might want to give one away after I give it a whirl. I've got it hooked up to my whippersnipper, and it hogs. By hogs, I mean it weed whacks like no weed whacker I've ever used. I always tend to get frustrated with my original weed whacker because the string tends to just fray. This thing does not fray. It just attacks things, even little small trees. You just mulch them down. And like I said, I always wanted to try it, but I never really wanted to pay full retail. And that's why when I saw them on Teemu, I was like on that thing, and I got it. And well, now I have it. So, and I've been using it. I'm going to show it to you in a couple of moments. A couple other things I got was this thing. I wanted to try this thing. This is a, that fell out. This thing is it's a log splitter, but it's a little corkscrew log splitter. It's heavy duty. It has an SDS bit on it, so you can hook it up to like a monster drill. I don't have the SDS drill, cordless one, but you can hook it up just like this. The standard cordless drill. But what you do is you kind of plow it into the wood, and you don't even have to split your kindling. You can just drill it in, and it pops it open just like you would normally using an axe. But this thing, it's cool. And what was it? How much was it? It was $15. Is a pretty good deal on that thing. High performance gloves, because you never know when you need another pair of gloves. These guys are the real deal. For $7, you cannot go wrong. They're like the perfect fit. They fit on my hand excellently. All right, gloves are off. The gloves are off. I wanted one of these because what I was getting Dawn to do was actually taking it's a chamfer tool. If you've never seen a chamfer tool, it allows you, let's just take it off here. I'll show you that thing right now. This is the first time I'm trying it. It allows you to just take a little bit of the material off. It files the tip of it down in order to get your nut on. You get your nut right on there. The other things I got, where's my rest of my haul? Oh, I got some LED strip lights. Those things, I always use them for my builds to make everything really cool. This is an LED strip light at 24 volt color, full color. It's even got the little, and again, this stuff is crazy inexpensive. You go on Teemu, so you got the whole kit here with the actual control box. I'm gonna actually be putting these in the new underground bunker in order to light up some more stuff. I got 2 sets because I wanted to try. This is 30 meters worth of rope light. It comes with its own USB adapter. It's got a remote control here that allows me to control the different colors, and it's got a splice kit for that thing. And again, that thing is crazy inexpensive on Teemu. So you guys have the opportunity right now to go and download the app for the Teemus, install it on your phone. You get a special offer with this link down below. You get to spin and see what kind of discount codes you guys get to purchase your very own stuff from Teemu. I kind of like just browsing, see what's available. You know, you put it in your shopping cart and you can decide whether or not you want to purchase it. But yeah, you get the opportunity now to basically install this app and you get a free gift from this channel. The discount code is down here below. You can click on that, go download the app, install it on your phone, and check it out today. It's awesome. And one more thing, Teemu doesn't just have tools. They have clothing, they have shoes, they have home appliances, stuff like that. So if you need something for your home and you don't want to pay full price for it, a lot of the stuff is like 90% off. So check out Teemu. Download their app, install it. You get a coupon code from me. You can check it out, see what you like. It's fun to browse. Check it out today. All right, it's gonna be like an episode of Let's Dig. I kind of watch that channel too. I don't know how he does it. Where does he mount it in the cab? Is it like behind him or in front of him? I don't know. Let's see if I can get this to do its thing. All right, part of this plan today is to not mess around. I am, well, you know, sometimes you gotta use a bigger hammer, figuratively. I am not messing around today. I am using an excavator, and the reason being is because really, sometimes things make you angry and you've got to deal with them with bigger tools. So that's my plan, is to really just dig a giant hole out here and fix my wall, because you know, it's just unacceptable that this thing has been a constant thing in the back of my head, thinking about how I'm going to fix this and how much labor is going to be required. You know what, just call in the big guns and do it, right? This like, you know, borrowing an excavator, no big deal for the time it takes to actually do it and get it done, get it off your plate. It's the same with any kind of project in your house. You know what, just get it done. You know what, whatever you got to do. It's all about modern self-reliance. You know, if something's broken, figure out how to do it. You can always learn how to do it. You can always kind of, you know, go on YouTube, do some research, figure out how to do it. Your basement leaks, rent an excavator, dig a hole. Be safe while you're doing it, but that's the plan. So I'm gonna dig a giant hole here, truck everything out of the hole. I've got some telephone poles that I've acquired, really thick, beefy ones that's going to ensure that this hole doesn't blow out again, and we're gonna make this thing good. And if necessary, I'm going to dig a drainage ditch all the way down there so nothing can accumulate in my spider hole again, so it'll be like a very, very awesome dry bunker in case I need it. Well, that's not bad. All right, you can see where we're at. We've got a lot of the materials come out. I just can't get it out of here. Probably manual shovel that, get rid of my my other pieces just so I can get into it. Pull those out maybe. Rejig and redo that wall slightly so it's a different configuration. Well then. Well, I've enlisted the help of Holden. This is the Wooded Beardsman's kid. He's my nephew. You're my nephew. Look how tall you are. You're like huge in that thing. So Holden has volunteered, and I'm paying him. Volunteered. You were voluntold to give us a hand. So what he's going to do is actually shovel this dirt over there. I'm going to pick it up with the excavator, and bada bing, bada boom. We'll have it all cleared out in no time at all. What do you think, Holden?
This is cool.
Isn't it cool? Like, so, like, this is like Minecraft real life sort of thing, right? It's a lot. It's taken a lot of work to get to this point, but yeah, we want to maintain this. So just safety precautions. Be aware that there are some nails in some of this stuff. I'm going to toss you down some gloves, and stay down under the hole. Don't go by the arm because it'll squish you. But yeah, and then the goopy stuff, just shoot it out, and if you can pick up all the wood. But yeah, I'll throw you some gloves down. We'll get her done. It's just clay. It's wet, watery clay.
It's so weird. It's like, you know, in like a pond or something, yeah, where you have that like biotech or whatever it's called, yeah, that stuff. There's like a sheet, yeah, geotech, where there's like a sheet on the bottom. It feels like that, like it's like,
yeah, it's
like
just
that.
Clay. It's because all the water ran in there and the clay's kind of holding it. There's gravel underneath it, but we're not going that far. All right, don't get stuck. If you stand backwards and get as much of that clay stuff out.
Oh, I gotta dig myself out right now. Okay. Hold on, my foot's kind of stuck right now, so
alright,
gotta get out first. It's literally concrete right now.
Yeah, don't I don't think it's literally concrete.
It's basically concrete. It has the same consistency as it.
What are you shoveling? Oh, that.
Look at this. It's like 90% water.
Yeah.
It's so hard to pull out.
Well, I would just like go like this. Hold on. Why are you trying to shovel from there? You go like this. Like you gotta work. Like just all you gotta do is move it, right? And then once you get that, like as opposed to lifting it, you just kind of. I realize if you stand here, I can't get you with the bucket. See where the teeth were just tickling it? That's as far as I can reach. Like I can't even try to hit you if I did. Like if you just do that and then knock this stuff, just knock it in the hole. And then once this stuff's kind of, then you can just kind of paddle it. Like if it's water, like right there. And if you get to the point where, because this is the mud silt stuff, you'll get to a spot where it'll be like, see, right there?
Yeah.
That's the bottom. See? I'm not! Look at, you're fogging up. How are we fogging up? That's weird.
It's really hot down. It's like, it's humid.
It's very humid. Well, it's because all this water. Hey, Holden, is that heavy?
Yeah.
Is it like moving a wet noodle?
Yeah, really heavy onion ring.
Really heavy onion ring. You know what it is, eh?
It's rope.
It's a bungee cord.
This is a bungee cord?
Yeah. You know what? I'd probably be able to grab it with the. I'll grab it with the claw, the thumb. I'll be able to just pinch it.
Okay.
That's enough in there. That should work. All right, we'll try that. Are you stuck?
Not good.
Good. How's morale down there?
Not great.
Morale's not great. Why? You're almost done, Holden.
All right. Literally concrete.
Turd? It's not concrete, that's turd. Turd. Look how humid it is in here.
The camera's so fogged up right now.
It's moister than an oyster in here. Yeah, buddy. You get my gloves all dirty.
All I gotta get all this stuff.
Let me do this. If I spin around, half of it's like we don't have a. They can do this and then use this to pry. Like breaking that suction and kind of spin and put it right there. You want to do that? And I'll go shovel some out.
Sure.
Just like this. We're laughing. Or I'm laughing or something. Somebody's laughing. Oh my. Well, I think we got her bailed out. Look at that. It's like a perfectly flat mud floor. Holden did most of the work, right? That's right. So what's your advice to everybody digging mud?
Get an excavator. Or hire me. Hire me.
There you go. There you go. They're capitalizing on the thing. So Holden pretty much raked out the stuff that was over here to this location where we could actually touch it. And as you can see, the lens is fogging up because it's so darn humid in here. And like I said previously, like you can see the dripping on the light. I don't know if you can see that, but they're dripping. It's because the hot, moist air is getting down here. Ideally, you want to control the humidity in the winter in your root cellars is you want to basically close everything up so it doesn't get the hot, moist air down here. So that's what we're going to do. Maybe let's save the TV. What do you think, Holden? I think the TV's still good?
Pretty dirty.
It might be good. Do you see the line on it?
Yeah, what's that?
That's the water level.
The water was that high.
That's how high the water was.
Well, there's no way it's going to work then.
How do you figure?
Because it was in water.
The TV?
Yeah.
You put it in rice, it'll be fine. You don't think it'll work?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, well, we should plug it in and give it a whirl. It might work.
Maybe.
That's how high the water level was. So
that's crazy.
The plan is to do a drainage ditch out the back, perhaps, and just basically drains everything out thing. Anyways, we're fogging up. We can't see anything anymore. We're gonna have this hole, and we're gonna do a subfloor. Well, clearly I went too deep when I originally built this. I thought I could get away with going down to 8 feet level. And as it turns out, I probably should have stayed out of the gravel layer. I believe the water tends to sit in the gravel layer. And I kind of went into the gravel layer. I should have just listened to the ground when I was originally digging it. I got to the gravel layer and it was extremely hard digging. Dawn and I were digging with a one of those little jackhammer tools for days and days and days to get that gravel layer out. And hindsight, it should have been like, you shouldn't go down below the gravel layer. As it turns out, last summer was historically drought-like conditions, and that's why this thing lasted as long as it did without flooding. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a subfloor down below here, and I'm going to bring it up as close to the, I guess, the clay layer as I can. So what it'll actually do is if water does get in here, it'll actually be able to hang out underneath the floor, and I've got a solution for drainage. If that were to occur, what I'm thinking of doing is actually draining a drainage ditch out the back and then kind of just carrying on, almost like a tile drained farm field. Same idea. I'm just gonna set up a laser level to give myself kind of like a level line to go off of, and then what I can do is actually add wood from post to post in order to create a level floor. Because at the end of the day, a level floor would go a long way to actually make it more comfortable. Crooked floor, well, a crooked floor is actually harder to do. So we're going to try to make it as level as possible. This is the, what is it? This is the Last Goo laser level. It's actually pretty good. It does a 360 laser. 360 laser. I think the battery's dead. Go figure. Or is it the lock? Fortunately, there's spare batteries. All right. Oh, look at that. Lasers. Lasers! Turn it off. Turn it off. Okay. So the idea is to shoot the laser around the base of the hole to give myself a nice level line. I have a pencil down here. Look at that, I have a pencil. That's awesome. This still gives me quite a bit before I bang my head. It'll get me out of the water, get me out of the mud. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it off and use it as a splaying out, and that was one of the big problems with this back wall, is that there wasn't anything preventing it from going this way. So this guy is going to prevent that from occurring. All right, now we're here the next day. We had a hell of a gully washer last night, and as you can see, there is very little accumulation in the bottom of the hole. We had probably about 1.5 inches of rain. Unpredicted rain. It was unforecasted. It just came out of nowhere. Otherwise, I wouldn't have left it open. But as you can see, there is no accumulation, even with the pit being wide open. You can see the erosion happening right here, where it, well, once we got her filled back in, it's not going to happen there. Grant's here.
Howdy.
So what's you just like, you come for fun?
Yeah, just for fun.
Just for fun. So yeah, so he's got his bug spray all set up. We've got our building material. We got an old telephone post. This will last forever. We've got some pressure treated fence boards, which are just the offcast. These are actually top rails. They got a little channel in them. They actually just got brackets on them. Probably could save those. And yeah, so the idea is to get her solid, because we don't want this open cavern. I'm surprised we didn't get like a deer in there overnight, which would have been interesting, trying to get a deer out of that hole. But hey, all's well that ends well. It's a little soupy in here. I'm not going to stand on the floor. I'm going to hover. Mr. Toad, of all the places you could hang out, why did you decide to crawl into a bucket? That's a strange place for you to crawl into. Oh, I'll put you up on the up side. Or just put you on the top side. There you go. Don't go back in the hole. Go this way. Other way. There you go. All right, in light of the, you know, giving you guys a little bit of light, I'm gonna try to see if the actual lights work. They've been underwater, the dimmer's been underwater. The lights are dripping, well, they're still dripping. So let's plug it into the power pack. Hey, look at that, light! That's cool. No longer a deep, dark dungeon. Get our floor in. Oh my. All right, trying to organize my stuff. So I gotta get the compressor running because I'm running a nail gun today. Be really easier to put everything together. All right, we're looking in good shape. We're good shape. This is promising. There's water.
There's water everywhere. That's where I threw the first piece.
Oh, you hit there for the first piece. I don't know if Pass Load recommends water submersion with guns. Well, that was perfect.
Putting the battery ones in water.
You have?
No, I wouldn't.
In order to install the floor, I first started with a bunch of 2x3s and I nailed them around the perimeter of the room, giving me some sort of a ledge in order to attach my flooring. I made sure that to install cross beams in order to keep my walls from pushing in. And then what I did is I had a bunch of old fence boards which are pressure treated so they're rated for direct contact of water and dirt. And I put them on the floor, ensuring that all of my posts are not going to be able to be pushed in at any time. So I wrapped them all the way around, and then I started from one side and worked my way all the way to the other side, and then I nailed everything down in order to make it in really, really secure and solid. I used 3.5 inch or 3.25 inch nails in order to do so, so they're not coming out anytime soon. Oh, we're closed back in again. Nice. All right, now we gotta get back outside. We gotta do the, we're gonna do some waterproofing on the outside and cover it back in. And yeah, I say that wall is solid. All right, so we got some more waterproofing to do. We've got the boards all up. We're gonna do some waterproofing on the outside. Grant has driven some really large structural spikes through the actual ceiling into the post to hold it there. And yeah, it shouldn't be going anywhere. We also have some cross members that go directly across from side to side in order to hold the dirt so it never happens again. And our post is tied into the floor, which is tied into the other wall, and then our floor is continuous from side to side, so we can't buckle anywhere. So it's essentially like a giant, really big box in the floor that is going to prevent anything from happening ever again, I hope. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. This is gonna be like, I think it's no longer the spider hole. This is like the luxury bunker. It's going to, you just wait. What I gotta put some more amenities in here, and we'll get it all set up. You can actually feel the humidity lifting just by having, you know, the water basically not at the bottom anymore, and having it kind of, not having the hot, humid air come down here. Once that's all buttoned up, then I'm sure it'll be a lot better in here. But yeah, we close it up and don't let the hot, humid air in. Should stay nice and cool, just like a root cellar, but more luxurious. There you go, Grant.
Oh, there you are. You look like a pitcher in the ground.
I think we gotta make this a little bit more luxurious, the entrance point. But,
I still think it's amazing that your camera barely fits through the hole, but you do.
There we go. All right. All right, well, I got it a little bit medium well. The wood is very moist. Very moist. It's moister than an oyster in here. So that's as much charring I can get on it, but it's going to do something. And then I've got another waterproofing technique which involves tarp, so we're going to do that as well, and that'll keep water from touching this side of the wood. After we had all our waterproofing material on the exterior wall, we ended up taking our machines that we had and backfilling the hole with all the material that we took out, and we were ensuring to compact it as we were going. We just kind of trampled it down, drove over top of it, used the bucket, pushed it down, just so it's nice and tight. And then what we did once that was done is we actually took our waterproofing and wrapped it around the exterior of the bunker. So it should stay nice and dry on that side. And that being said, we also have nice drainage underneath it. So we're well on our way to actually work on the inside now that the outside is pretty much buttoned up. We got her as waterproofed as she's going to be. So hopefully there's no more water infiltration through the exterior wall. Pull this back, put this under. Okay. You just keep packing it. That's all the time we have for this video, but stay tuned. Next time what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this spider hole and we're gonna transform it into a full-blown bunker, complete with a 1-bedroom apartment. Check us out on the next one.